The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Wednesday pod. Got a special one here for you. It's pure chaos in this studio.
I'm just here for Sarah's moral support, guys. Just letting you know.
Are you?
No,
That's
what?
my
Don't
role.
say that.
I'm playing the bass player, singer role. So you're the singer.
Right, okay.
Well,
Slipping back into the old
Slipping
groove.
back
I don't even know who you are yet.
Yes.
Yeah, let's.
It's John Collins.
Yep,
Yeah, well, JC from Powderfinger, we know him.
yep.
And Sarah McLeod from the Super Jesus!
Hey, good
Two of my
morning.
favourite bands ever.
We didn't even know you
Hi,
were
guys.
coming in today.
Yeah, I forgot.
Well, where's the organisation? Like,
Producers. What producers
Anyone
do?
He
tell
didn't
you?
tell us anything.
Well, how did we get in the building? Can anyone just come in and
I don't know,
do
actually. How did you get
We're just
in?
passing by.
We're just
having
getting a coffee.
Yeah.
He said Jason and Sarah are here. I'm like, who is Jason and Sarah?
Oh, JC. Yeah, Jason.
JC.
Who's Jason? Who the hell is Jason anyway?
Let that one stick.
So there's world famous superstar rock stars, but the Tenerife Festival's the premise for why you're in here today. Sarah, you're a board member of the Tenerife Festival.
I am a board member of the Tenerife Festival.
Yes.
Yeah, Tenerife Festival. A proud Tenerife resident, and I've muscled my way in. I'm on the board, and this year's going to be bigger and better than ever. We have some pretty big acts this year. Let's just refer to the board.
Yes.
It's probably the biggest lineup ever. Cat Empire, this is the headliners. There's a heap of others. Cat Empire, Fundamentals, and Josh Pike. Plus, it is a family event as well, we should say. The kids can meet Bluey. There's a whole Bluey sort of interactive thing going on
cool.
as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we've got a cute little thing called Little Tenerife where the kids can hang out. So
Yeah.
you can ditch your kids and go and have a beer.
Oh, really?
No, you don't ditch them.
Oh.
No, you can. I think you actually can do that.
In theory.
Yeah, no, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And this year you can drink everywhere. You can buy a drink and walk around with it.
Now this
The whole
is
place
a
nice.
game changer because last year it's been a great event, obviously. And JC, you're not on the board, but you're like you're one of the organisers.
Yeah, we program the event.
Talking to the mic, mate. Even though you're
Yeah,
looking
sorry,
at me.
mate. I'm a bass player.
You know,
We program the event, Lutzi.
Yeah. So previously, there's been a couple of the streets here at Tenerife where the stages
Yeah.
have been.
Yep.
But the problem has been that like when you left that stage area and you had a cup of beer with you, you couldn't walk down the main sort of thoroughfares to the other parts.
It was like reality kicked in.
yeah,
at
you
some
know,
point,
and
yeah.
that's a bit of a that's thwarts the momentum of
Yeah.
the event. It has a little bit in the past. This year they've been working really hard, and now you can basically wander around, have a drink down the main promenades, and looking at the other areas
It's like
of the
Vegas.
festival.
It's like Vegas and Brisbane and Tenerife.
I might get one of
Walk
those
around.
big,
One of
those big tall sort of
cool blue things.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Don't you reckon
Margaritas, yeah.
Tenerife's just like a cool little pocket?
Isn't it?
I reckon it.
I know.
I've got a joint down here on Macquarie Street. It's
Have
just
you?
like it feels to me like a little bit of New York actually.
Totally.
Like it's just
Yeah.
got this.
Greenwich Village or something.
Yeah. Like it's
Yeah,
got.
we're the west side.
Yeah,
Yes.
West Village.
It's got a really
Yeah.
cool vibe to it. You know, even the trees that they've
Yeah, it's
done, like
beautiful,
it
isn't it?
just feels good to be there. I feel like I'm in a big city
Yeah.
at night time.
Totally. And like, I live around the corner and I go everywhere on foot. And I very rarely leave the neighbourhood unless I have to go to Bunnings.
And that's pretty close anyway.
Yeah, but you don't want to walk
Yeah,
with
it
all
is.
your
No, you
wood
can't
and
walk,
everything
yeah.
and your hammers.
Yeah. But
It's also a perfect place for a festival because
Yeah.
you've got these buildings
Yeah.
and you've got these sort of natural amphitheatres just by the buildings created. So and being so central in Brisbane and then on the river.
Yep.
I live in Plymouth, so I just get the ferry across. I'm there.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Florence,
Oh, yeah,
so,
perfect.
Just bang bang straight,
It's a
straight
destination.
across.
It's
yeah.
a destination. It's not a thoroughfare, is
Yeah,
it? So it's sort of
that's
like a peninsula.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone stays there.
And
Exactly.
The festival, I don't know what the history of it is, but it came on my radar just a couple of years ago. But it's like every year it's bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I know. It's. I was worried that it would get too big for the area, but the way that they've redesigned where the stages are and where people walk and how to get around and the ins and the outs with the cars, it's more strategic and clever this year. So
Yeah.
we won't get those like backlog of people that would
Yeah,
go
or
down an
bottlenecks
alleyway
and
and
things
bottleneck.
like that.
Yeah.
There's a great, it's the best design by a million miles. I've had a quick chat with JC about it, and there's the new street. What street is it? I don't even know what it is. For those
Florence.
Florence. Is it? Yeah, the top, not far from where we are right now, where the stage set up there will give people a better vantage point and a bigger vantage point for that main stage, and will also give people a chance to offshoot into different areas of the festival. It's by far the best
It's easily the best.
and biggest I've seen, and as Sarah said, it hasn't blown out to the point where it's silly or too big for the environment around it as well.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be quite it'll be quite calm. You know, like it'll be like last year there was a bit of chaos going around, a bit of confusion.
Oh, that's where I met you, by the way.
Yeah,
I was about to say that. Is
it's
that
our
when you
maiden
reconnected?
voyage of our friendship?
I'm talking to JC because I hang around with JC
We
at
always
these
hang out.
events. We always hang out, and then
Oh, you were talking to JC last year. Okay,
yeah,
right.
but I already knew JC, and then like Sarah, I think, was standing next to JC, and I was like,
Just standing there trying to see the band, but I was too
Yeah.
short.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I had the band in the wrong spot.
yeah, so they've changed that. And I was just like, are you Sarah McLeod from the Super Jesus?
Yeah, and I was like, what do you want, loser?
Who the hell are you?
But then 2 hours later, we're all back partying at your apartment, actually.
Yeah, loser no more.
Now I'm not a loser.
Now look at us.
I remember you coming in the next day saying you'd been at Sarah's
Yeah.
apartment and how creative it was. Like you were playing on the piano and there's still JC, I'm not sure, singing and
Yeah,
everyone.
he
as
was in
well.
the corner playing bass, writing new
Yeah,
powder finger
writing
hits.
some
songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How's it
Bass
embellished?
Try this one,
pretty
Sam.
Yeah,
cool.
we had a jam.
Yeah, it's very, very rock and roll.
Very rock
Sounds
and
so rock and roll.
But yeah, so an annual event and getting bigger and bigger every year. So this year we've got the Cat Empire, Fundamentals, Josh Pike, and there's a bunch of like local Brisbane acts too,
There's heaps.
which I'm pretty excited to
Yeah.
see. So there's one called Juno, which is a guy and a girl sort of pop funk soul. Selv, which is kind of described as like Tame Impala. Calypso Cora, which is indie pop with a bit of surf guitar. And my favourite that I've been listening to all morning is this chick called Clay.
Yeah, she's excellent.
Really?
Clay. She's
Clay.
really
Is
good.
it CLAY?
Yep.
CLEA.
Or CLEA?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Beautiful voice.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, write
I
that
didn't realise
down.
she was from Brisbane. So, yeah, you guys have sniffed around and come up with some pretty good acts.
Yeah, the idea, a lot of
Well
these
done.
acts are sort of about to sort of blow up. They're being signed by record labels and, you know, sort of the next thing that you're going to hear about. So it's pretty exciting to have this sort of talent
Yeah.
ready and walking in the Tenerife Festival for a pretty low price.
It's
as
legit.
well. It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
I should
What
say-
is the cost to get a ticket? Do you know? I don't know. Shit, don't ask those
Ticket
hard-hitting
value.
questions.
Good great value, whatever it is. it's
25 bucks,
amazing.
that's
25.
cheap.
Wow, that
Tenerife-
is-
Most festivals
serious-
are like 80 bucks.
Yeah, that is
it's
cheap.
or
super
maybe
cheap.
100 bucks.
Yeah.
TenerifeFestival.org, by the way, if you want all the details. I don't know how to spell Tenerife. It's one of those tricky ones.
Double
but
F.
just
Double F.
It's a
That's
double,
right,
double
I
F
think
at the
That's
end.
right.
That's it.
Yeah.
One N, one R, two F. So TenerifeFestival.org. We'll also have it up on our socials on Nova as well, and on Ash Lutzy and Susie O'Neill, so you can check it out. All the details are there. The full rundown of who's playing what stages and what's happening throughout the day. Susan,
Who's wearing Deep Heat?
Me.
Yeah.
what have you done?
More
Oh,
importantly,
just an old knee operation.
Oh,
because
that's great.
that's
Jace,
what happens when old rockers come in. Like, oh, it smells like
DP comes
deep
with
heat.
How did you do your knee?
he's a
Bass
fi-
playing.
Really?
At least you did it
Yeah.
doing
Did
something
you really?
cool.
Because you're a fiend for an electric scooter too. That's what I thought.
I went to the specialist. Said, "How long did you play rugby for?" I said, "I didn't play rugby." I said,
It's really from playing.
Just like strutting
I
on that
think
one
from
leg.
Rock and roll's a
Yes,
blood
you-
sport, you know.
Yeah.
so-
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
you know,
5
I've
nights a
dabbled
week
in it.
for 20 years. It'll do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
that's
to
cool.
mention the ringing in our ears.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
And you've been touring like a mad woman lately. Like,
I know.
Your Insta's like literally you're in a different town every night.
I know, yeah, juggling all sorts of things too, different projects, and it's like different rep every time and different bands, and
Where you been?
I just like to keep busy. I've been all over the country. Recently, I've been spending a bit of time in the Kimberley.
Like literally everywhere.
Yeah, I've been going to some strange remote places. So it's been fun. Just going. I've taken a bit of time to see a bit of the country while I'm there as well. Because normally you just do the gig and you
Yeah.
leave. This time I've been going. No, let's get out there and get
take
some
time.
juice from Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good. How good.
JC, you been slapping the bass lately or what?
Negative.
No? Any plans in the
Oh,
future?
actually, I've got a
He's
gig.
too
I think I've got a
busy.
gig next week at the zoo, hopefully,
There you go.
Yeah.
With
the closing of the zoo party with Jock
okay.
with the Predators.
the Predators.
Yeah, so-
I've seen you several
Oh, he's
times
on
with
tour in the
Predators.
US, so I've just got to wait for him to get back. So
Okay.
That'll be a good show.
yeah, I think we're doing 4 songs.
Oh,
So,
cool. Yeah.
in and out. There's much.
Well, you know,
I'm
the
doing these
attention
days.
span of the youth
The
these
knee.
days.
The
Yeah,
knee.
attention span of the knee.
Well, that's outstanding stuff. So the TenerifeFestival.org, it's June the 8th is the date. That's still it's only a couple of
Saturday.
weeks away, actually.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
And
It's next
bigger-
weekend.
Yeah.
If you haven't experienced it, you want to check this out, folks. It's such
Yeah.
a great event. It's bigger and better than it's ever been. Better acts, better facilities, better everything this time around. So make sure you get along and check it out. I'm going to be there with bells on.
Yeah, well,
We'll be
you'll have
there.
people all walking around out the front
Yeah.
of Nova here, so you know you can jump in, use the key. If
Yep.
you want to have a little
Yeah.
sideshow
break.
party, toilet break.
break.
Yeah,
We did that one year, actually. Remember that?
yeah, we'll know where to go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll bring my key. That's
It's like
great.
breathing room. Little breathing
Yeah,
room.
yeah, totally. Yeah,
I got the
Meet
key
you
to the
at
fridge
Nova.
up here, I think.
Is there
Free
Forex
beers.
gold?
Imagine.
I
Yeah, there's 4X golds. Of course there is, mate.
We'll come in here on Monday and the
One
fridge
plug
is just
for
going to be empty.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That one for sure will happen. Oh, thanks for coming in.
Thanks,
My
guys.
pleasure. Thanks for having us, guys. Good to see you all
Appreciate it.
again.
Appreciate it.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.